Here's the pop-up card wallet. What we'll do is talk about what you get in the box, talk about the different features, then I'll compare, contrast to the current one that I have. So, there's not much to it. You have here, you get a little accessory. So this is basically another one of these little holders. So you have a little cloth holder that you can put on the front. They give you an extra one that you can either put on the back of this or put on your cell phone, however you want to use it. You get an extra one, which I like. This is nice because these do come in handy. Let's put that to the side. So let's talk about the wallet itself. Very small, very minimalist. I like, some people may not like it because it's not rigid. So like another wallet you put in the back of your pocket, this doesn't bend, so you're gonna feel it. Usually I put this in a front pocket, stuff like that, but I like it a lot compared to a wallet because it limits the size of how much stuff I can put in here. I only put in what I need and no other junk. So they say you can put up to 10 cards. I know they're probably talking about this little pouch. I don't like that because after a while things stretch out and then it becomes useless because you always have to put that amount of cards in, and I don't like to carry a whole lot of cards. So with this front, I use about 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll tell you why I don't use less than 6. So if you use less than 6, it'll hold and it'll pop up. That's kind of the function of it. Go like that and then you can pick out what cards you want. But as you can see, the card will slide out. It does take quite a bit of force. So as long as you're not throwing it around or anything like that, the cards won't fall out. But if you make sure you have 6 in there, well, didn't have that problem before. Let me see. 6. Let's try one more. It all depends on the shape of the card, the size of the card. I have some cards that are thicker than others. Then it won't come out as much. So see, it takes quite a bit of force for it to come out. Let's try one more. Yeah, too many. So it will still slide, but it doesn't come out as much. So that's kind of what I like about it. And then at this point, you just pop it out and then you can see what card you want to pull. Sometimes I have to pull more out than one so I can get to one that I want, but for the most part, no issues that way. Put all these in here, and then you could put a couple cards in the front. Like I said, I probably wouldn't put more than 2 because everything stretches after a while, and then if you don't put that amount of cards in, then it'll become very loose and it's not worth it anymore. Now, the one thing that I wanted to talk about is some of these have a little button on the side that you can use, and some come on the bottom. So as you can see here, this is the current one that I have. It's a little bit bigger, but it also has something on the side, and instead of this pouch, it has these. So, pros and cons of this is when you put this through, it can slide out of the bottom, which I don't like. But I like the straps here so I can adjust it, move it up and down, so I can try to secure it as best as possible. Now for me, hand motion, I like being able to press a button down here and hold it and pull the cards. For this just wasn't natural to me to go like that and pull them out. It's all personal preference, it doesn't really matter, but I just kind of wanted you to know the 2 different options that are available. Now this one does come in a bottom option as well. If you look within the selection, different colors, you can pick the bottom. So keep that in mind depending on what you think is going to be more comfortable with you. You might want to buy 2 and then return the one that you don't like, but I like having it at the bottom. It just seems more natural as opposed to always having to go like this. It just isn't natural to me. I'm right-handed and I always use it in my left hand to pull out with my right hand. I have never used my left hand only because one, my right hand to pull out with my left hand, just because the cards will only face one direction since they pop out as a tier. So doing this the other way would work better for if you want to switch it around, but for this, it's a little awkward if you want to do it that way, and the cards will pop out the tiered way like that. So just kind of wanted to compare and contrast some of the different versions that they have or different styles. But like I said, this one comes in a bottom or a side trigger option. So you kind of just have to decide which one works best for you. But overall, I love these things. I will never go back to a regular wallet. So hope this helps. Take care.